Welcome back to another episode of Adventures with John. Welcome back, everyone. I am currently out here on the Kankamangas Highway in the White Mountain National Forest. If you don't know about this area, it's one of the most beautiful drives in all of New England, at least mountainous drives. Right now, I'm gonna be heading over the pass, and I'm heading to Hancock Campground, which is a year-round campground in the White Mountains, just outside of where Loon Ski Resort is. I'm meeting my buddy Matt with Taco Escapade. They're gonna be, I think it's just him. Taco Escapade is Hope and Matt, but I think I'm just getting Matt this time. I was hanging out with them last week, or 2 weeks ago in Sugarloaf for Ghost of Paul Revere, which was incredible, and got some good snow. That was awesome. So we have a storm approaching. We're gonna get about anywhere from 6 to 12 inches, maybe more, who knows. So it should be a fun weekend, and I'm excited to get out of the lots and get into campground where I can have a fire tonight. That's gonna be really nice, even though I just realized I forgot my fire pit, but that shouldn't be a problem to get a fire going. And yeah, life's good. Hi, Bruce, what's up, buddy? You've been waiting so patiently to come say hi. I know, I do. Oh yeah, man, I got another one joining me, so. John, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. Yeah, man, these sites are slick, huh?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's almost time to like spikes over here.
I know, I have them. I'm like, God, I want to. All right, so we have set up camp here in the Whites. I'm waiting on my buddy Matt to get here, but I just want to give you guys a quick little tour of my campsite. This is Hancock Campground in the Whites. They do have pit toilets in the winter, which is nice. But really, the reason I'm here is because it's super close to Loon Mountain, and it's still in beautiful White Mountain National Forest. And this is my site here. I'm right here on the river. It's super icy, so I gotta be a little bit careful. The river has some really good flow because of all the snow melt we've had lately. This would be a great site to visit in the spring, and the summer and fall as well. There we go. All right, so I just finished setting camp, and I figured I haven't done a full walk through in a while, just kind of how over the past few months winter camping, how I've dialed it in. I've spent over 20 nights camping in my Go Fast camper this winter at primarily Sugarloaf and a few other places, but this is how I have it dialed in. So right now I have my Chinese diesel's heater set up, and how I have this set up is right here I have a hitch rack. You can see the hitch receiver back there, and I have a Harbor Freight like Plano style container where the Chinese diesel heater is housed inside. You can see it is plumbed into the vehicle. I have the exhaust going out this way, and I have the air intake on the left side, and then I have the actual air intake for the heater right here. And then I just strap it down so I don't have to worry about it through the night. I also have a lock for this. If I'm in a place where I think I need to lock it up, I can just lock it to the hitch, and that way no one can walk off with my diesel heater. But honestly, you don't really need to worry about that too much. So let's go inside. All right, so not too many changes here, just things that have made my life easier. So this right here is what you would call a water hog mat. I bought this one at LL Bean. It's got a really cool scene of some trees and a moonlight with mountains. I don't know, it's just really cool. And what this does is when I step into my camper, when it's snowy, muddy, whatever winter conditions bring in, I can wipe my feet here, and then I can shake this out, and it just holds everything in real good. I tried a regular carpet mat, and it didn't live up to the challenge, but this thing will suck snow, mud, dirt, whatever in, and then you can deal with it later, shake it out. I'm still using the buddy heater as a backup heat source. I'm pretty much, you know, if I'm in the lot getting changed to go skiing and I don't have my Chinese diesel heater set up, I can just fire that baby up and warm up the camper while I'm getting changed or hanging out. I do a lot of winter surfing, and it's really nice to just be able to fire that up when I'm in the parking lot changing in and out of my wetsuit to stay warm. These heaters, you know, they produce way too much or they put way too much water into the atmosphere, so it causes the Go Fast to have a lot of condensation. So I don't really recommend just relying on them, but if you just need something to warm up your camper before you go to bed, or you know, kind of the scenarios I'm telling you about, these are great. So let's go ahead and get on in. All right, so let's just close this up. Okay, so if you didn't know too, this right here is a mountain hatch, which is a food grade cutting board. I installed this. It's really great to prep things on or just hang out and sit on. But the other one has ridges and this one's flat. It's really good. There's a few different versions out there these days that you can buy, but I highly recommend getting something like that for your camper. Told you about the heater, just some things I have. So the remote for the heaters right here, for the Chinese diesel heater, I typically leave it on probably setting like 2.5, which is just how much fuel is getting fed in, and it keeps me plenty warm all night. So the way this is mounted, I get a lot of you guys asking me, is you can see a little wood platform. I got the screws that mount onto the Tacoma truck bed rail mount, and I just made my own little mount for the buddy heater because it has 2 little mounting points on the back. So super easy to figure out. Got a little thermometer to check the temperature at all times. This is for my hardcore lights. And I've gone over these lights a few different times, but you can cycle through the different colors. And again, amber, really good for summer when it's buggy. Bugs aren't attracted to the amber color as they are this white fluorescent color. Moving on over, you know, I always try to carry a walkie-talkie. Tonight my buddy's coming in. I'm in a campground with no cell service, so he can radio me and ask me what site I'm at. Just a really good way to communicate. And you can also hold these down to get weather reports, which is really nice, especially when we got weather coming in. All right, I thought I heard something. Let me make sure he's not here. All right, that was someone else I think coming through. this campground. All right, so let's continue on this little walkthrough. So right here, this is a chalk bag for rock climbing. I use this to put my keys, anything that I need to remember or just need access to quickly. Typically my keys. I also carry these little BioLite solar rechargeable lights. These things are really good to just throw around camp when you need light outside. Throw them in your dash while you're driving and they'll charge up. They're really good, they last a long time. They have, you know, this white light here, but then they can cycle through pretty much every color in the hue, so it's really nice. They're dimmable. I just love these things. My pantry, I keep all my food in something like this. This is really nice in the winter because I don't need that much stuff. This is full. I got, you know, oatmeal, almonds, you know, just the dry stuff in here. And it's nice. It does keep things from freezing because it is a cooler bag. And then it's got some lemonade and some more oatmeal right now that I'll put away later. So a really cool product that I'm excited to have found is this Cydio crate. These things can fit all sorts of stuff. You know, I got my headlamps, I got some hand warmers, my coffee mug, micro spikes, my little collapsible bowl, some sanitizing stuff, shower wipes, sanitizing wipes, you know, all the necessities, and they fit really good. And the way I designed this platform is they just slide right underneath. So these are really good when I'm packing my camper, and I can just grab one and go. Pee bottle, if you know, you know. I do have a backup sleeping bag just in case something were to go wrong with my heater. So that means I have that backup and that backup. It's always good to have a few. And I have nice warm blankets upstairs, but I'll get there in a second. I can fit 3 of these Cydio organizers in here, and you can see I already got some gear out of this one. Got some backpacking meals, some extra fuel, some coffee, some more shower wipes to stay clean. So I'm really digging these, and I can actually fit 3 of them underneath my platform here, which makes my life super easy when I'm out here. And you know, you got to stay organized when you're in such a small space. Right here, these shoes are great. These are the Keen. I forget the model, but if you need a good camp shoe, these slide on. A lot of times you're getting in and out of your camper and you don't want to track in stuff. So just being able to slide these on, they have great grip on ice and snow, and I just keep these things nearby. They're nice and warm inside, and I've been loving these. All right, moving on. So I typically keep one of the cushions down here and then one up top to keep this open so I can stand and get in and out of the camper when I need to. And then when I'm camping, I typically leave one square out. So this one pretty much stays here all the time. And then I'll put one up, and that way the heat that I have plumbed through here can reach me up top so I stay nice and warm. Coming over here, I got a little broom and sweeper to keep my camper nice and clean. I got a little hatchet, which I use all the time to you know, get some firewood ready and available. This right here is a little table from REI I really like. It just gives me a raised platform to cook on, so I can actually sit right here and cook my food right here, or do whatever right here. Underneath I have some storage. I'll put some extra food down here. Right now I'm pretty I haven't really started to do anything, so I got everything kind of, you know, cleaned up and organized. I am gonna make some food here in a second though. That's why I got my Jetboil out. In here I got plenty of storage. Right now I don't really have much in there. Some trash bags. Looks like I have a couple tea packets and some extra towels just to keep clean. Down here, same thing. I have a couple extra green propane bottles for the Buddy heater. And then when I don't have my wires plugged into my battery, which I keep in a cooler, my EcoFlow Pro, and I run the lights right down there, and then I also run my diesel heater into the 12 volt, and then I just got a barrel adapter for my lights, so because I only have one 12 volt plug and there's 2 barrel plugs, so that works really well. And so when I'm not using any of my electrical, I just zip it all in here so it's, you know, out of the way. And then I ran my solar and everything up through there, and my lights upstairs, and I actually just use some zip ties and put it behind my storage thing. This right here, I bought at LL Bean 2. It's I think it's, let's see, Mud River brand, and tons of storage up here. You know, I keep my shower wipes and different things. Got some hand sanitizer, In here I got some doggy bags, which I use as trash bags, which are really good. And then, you know, in this one I have some toilet paper and some extra stuff. So this is a really good system too. And there's another zipper up top where I keep some more stuff. Just really nice to have all this space to organize. Moving over, I got the traditional Maine state flag, gotta rep Maine. I moved here 2 years ago and I love this state and I love its values. So that flag, just, you know, way to kind of show my pride of living here in Maine. So this is upstairs, really simple up here. I got the same light system, except I have it in the tracks. So these tracks right here, I just put the LED strip in there with some adhesive and it's worked great. Again, I can cycle through the lights upstairs, dim them, and I have a separate control in that corner so I can control the lights upstairs separate from downstairs. And I have a splitter so they're all on the same thing, so I don't have a ton of different connections. So it's really, really nice. That battery is great because if I run out of juice, I can just take it out of there, put it in a backpack, go into the ski lodge or go into wherever, and it actually charges to 80% in 2 hours if it's at 0. So that's really, really great. Always have the carbon monoxide up here, even though these diesel heaters are extremely safe. You can kind of hear it. It's running right now. And, you know, it's just good to have that just in case. But again, super safe. And I always vent these too. I just have them closed up right now. Got a couple pillows, my sleeping, just 2 pillows. I got this Zen Bivy quilt right here, which is super, super warm. And then I got a fleece liner sleeping bag. And then I got a military grade wool blanket. So that's pretty much it for the inside of my camper. Like I said, all this works really well. Super organized, super dialed in. Let's go ahead and step out and go into the cab, actually, something I don't do often. And we are losing light, so the GoPro doesn't do great in low light, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring out this light too, so we can have some extra light. And like I said, that right there is why I use this. I just grabbed it out and I got this little light. I also could grab a headlamp, but we're just gonna use this for now. All right, so it's super icy, as you can see. I have some micro spikes, but I don't feel like putting them on. So inside the cab, the way I have it organized for winter pursuits is, you know, again, everything has a place. Right here is actually my water that I need to get out. So go ahead and, we'll go ahead and set that out there. So inside my truck, underneath here, got some snow brushes. I also have a shovel that I bring with me when I know there's gonna be snowstorms. I put this chair down and just lay my snowboard there. That's been working really good. I'm gonna get a case for it so I don't have to worry about the snow, but just throwing it there inside out of the way has been really, really nice. Believe it or not, it does not fit long ways in my truck bed. So I just put it up here since I don't have a passenger, and yeah, it works great. I got bags. This is all my like goggles and ski gloves, all my ski related things in here. And then I got my helmet. Right here is the main atlas. It's always good to have backups, especially if you're like me and turn down random roads. Right here I got my clothing rack. So this is all my technical gear. So I got my snowboarding bibs, snowboarding jacket, and then all my technical gear like base layers and stuff that, you know, I need to rely on if I get cold. And then moving down the line, I just have casual wear and things like that. Pair of boots right there, a lock for my Chinese diesel heater if I ever need it. And then I got these little things here on the back of the seat, and in there I just keep you know, some miscellaneous stuff. And I'll move around the side over there. My cab got some food, bananas. Shout out to Mackenzie for making me some baked goods to go on this trip. You know, some water. My toiletries I just set here because it's really nice to just fire up the truck and brush your teeth and, you know, put some lotion on or whatever you need to do inside the cab. So that's been a kind of my routine to keep it all separate. I used to keep everything in the camper, and I just felt like it was easier to have a mirror and just sit in my truck seat and brush my teeth, and, you know, I can spit into a little garbage bag or something that I have. So that's really, really functional. Down here I got my shovel, you know, some miscellaneous stuff, and then I keep my snowboarding boots below too over there. All right, let's walk around this way. Ooh, it is slippery. Matt should be pulling up any second now. So yeah, on this side, got some extra diesel fuel. Again, I said my boots, this little bag. And then I hang a couple like reusable grocery bags. In this one, I just have some warm beanies, some extra face masks in case mine get wet. And then in this little one, I have all my socks. And then, like I said, my cotton clothes or my non-technical clothes, a little backpack, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that tour of my camper. If you have any questions, dropping them in the comments, and you know, next time I'm out here, I'll try to answer them. It's been really good. Oh, one thing I forgot is up top. Wow, I am slipping and sliding. Let me go over here on the snow. So up top, I do have a solar panel, 100 watt, that charges my battery too, and that's really nice. So yeah, like I said, thanks for you know, watching the walkthrough. This is going to be a fun little weekend. I know that was long, it was about 15 minutes giving you the tour, but I think that one was really good, and I really gave you guys a lot of good information there. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm excited to be back out in the mountains and snowboarding tomorrow. I think I've probably saved, let's see, probably, I don't even want to know, like, hotel rooms are about, you know, $150 to $200 a night for like a cheap one. I've done 20 nights so far, so do the math. I've saved a ton of money, so that's been awesome.
Gonna be in the trees tonight.
Let's do it. It's not gonna even. All right, I'm out here with Matt from
Taco Escapade,
and we're doing a little overnight for Loon. It's gonna get low tonight is 9 degrees, you said?
Yeah, 9 degrees.
Matt's cooking up some food. He just got here. He brought the propane fire pit, which is clutch. I got some food going over there. Looks like we both had the same idea with some PBRs, double 12 packs. Yeah. And yeah, maybe Matt will give us a walkthrough tomorrow when it's light out of his camper. He's got some sweet stuff going on over here. Custom built ski rack. Awesome. We'll check back in tomorrow if we make it through the night. All right, so Matt and I had a couple beers by the fire, and we decided to call it an early night. It's gonna start snowing, I think, around 3 a.m. and that's really good for us. So we should have a nice morning, a little bit of snow on the ground, get to the mountain early, get some good parking. Right now I'm just hanging out in the camper, and I'm gonna read this book, Nick Offerman, Where the Deer and the Antelope Play. It's supposed to be a really good book, so I'm excited about this. Nice and cozy. It's gonna get down to 9 degrees, but I got the heater running. And got my coffee ready for the morning. Got some snacks if I need them. But it should be a nice evening here in the White, super peaceful campground. You can hear the river in the background with all the snow melt, which is just beautiful. And life is good. I forgot my lighter, so I literally have to use this ferro rod. Good morning. How'd it go? Sorry to throw the camera right in your face.
I ran out of diesel at fucking 4 in the morning.
Looking nice and cozy, dude.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I heard you, I think.
So I think there's something up in my control system for the heater, because I turn it down, it still stays at 36 watts.
Oh, wow.
And just cranks.
Yeah, there has to be something wrong with it.
Yeah, so.
I hope you enjoyed those nice, beautiful shots of the waking up here in the morning. Right now I got my coffee and my heater, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So right now, this is pure ice right here, and we already got a decent amount of snow, but just look at how sketchy that is. Let's check out this bathroom. Let's see if I can do this all with one hand. There we go. Nice. Now this is what I call living life. Got a nice pit toilet here. We are good to go. I'll check back in with you all in a bit. So the review of the Hancock pit toilet, Hancock Campground in the White Mountain National Forest. I'm gonna give this a 10-10 with the heater. Doesn't get much better than this for a pit toilet. Good morning, everyone. Just walked down to the river to check it out. It's so beautiful with this dust and the snow. And we are camped right on the river, about 60 yards away. You can see our truck campers right up here. Out here with Matt from Taco Escapade. Shout out to Hope, who has to work. She couldn't make it on this trip, but she runs the channel. She's the mastermind behind it. Anyway, it's just a beautiful morning. I'm just walking around and enjoying the sights and sounds. Alright, just drinking my coffee. I just went and got my snowboarding pants, snowboarding jacket. Gonna throw this on because we're only about, I don't know, like 10 minutes to the mountain. The cool thing about this campground is it's in the white, so it's nice, quiet, and peaceful. But it's a short drive to the mountain, so that's gonna be great. The new water hog mat from LL Bean is working great. Look how it just traps in all that snow in these little ribs and stuff, so that's really great. And then the diesel heater will actually dry this all out on its own, so awesome. Yeah, got a new jacket here from 686. Pretty stoked on this. I was just using my Gore-Tex shell, but I don't know, it's cold here in New England, so I wanted something insulated, so got the new hoodie, Still got tags on it. Check that out. Always good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and pack up camp, get to the mountain. Who knows? Who knows where I'm gonna end up tomorrow? I have no idea. I'm gonna snowboard all day, get in the car and see where it takes me. All right, Matt and I are rolling out of camp. And we got a few inches, which is nice, but it's over this nice crusty ice layer, so you gotta be super careful when you walk. So I really hope. Hold on, what's going on? All right, so we spent the morning at Loon. We got a couple runs in.
Yeah, what do we do, 3 runs?
3 runs, and a little too many people for us. It's winter break.
Yeah, winter break for all the people from Mass, New York, I think, as well.
So we're gonna go play around on the Kank in the White Mountains and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. You said channel. Let's do it. All right. Life of a ski bum in the winter. So as soon as I get in to drive somewhere, we got the batteries charging. And just so you guys know, let's see. To film these GoPro things, it is a lot of work. Just keeping these batteries charged in the winter. Let's see, I can't even get that one. There we go. And yeah, it's a lot of work to film these videos. It'd be a lot easier to just not deal with it, but I think it's fun. Gives you guys a look into the life. I got coffee. It is looking good in here, still nice and organized. Got some snow in the car. All right, guys, so we just pulled out of Loon. Why is my seatbelt? Oh, you know what? That is super annoying. I hope that doesn't go out. My stuff on my seat there is causing the battery to go off. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, spilling everything everywhere. Hey GoPro, stop recording. All right, y'all, so we just pulled out of Loon. I didn't feel like running the GoPro. We did get some snow. It's gonna snow all day, but it was so icy last night that when we got out there, those first runs, it was pretty bad. Just a little, what we call dust on the crust. So it's pretty terrible conditions when it's like that. It gets skied out pretty quickly. So we decided to call it at Loon, and we're gonna head into the White Mountain National Forest on the Kank blah blah blah. I don't know how to say it. The Kank, and we're gonna see if we can get into some fun stuff. Matt here, Taco Escapade, he's got a pretty sick Tacoma. We both have recovery gear, so, and we're probably just gonna stay on the road, but yeah, as you can see, the conditions are looking good for some fun. My review of Loon, pretty cool mountain. I think it'd be a good weekday mountain. 90% of the plates I saw were from Massachusetts, lots of New York, lots of out-of-staters. Just not really my vibe when I'm spoiled by Sugarloaf. This really made me realize how awesome we have it in Maine. Just being a little bit farther from the big cities gives us way better skiing as far as the amount of people, and I don't know, I love Sugarloaf Mountain too. I love that you go to the top and you can go anywhere on the mountain. A lot of these other mountains, they have separate peaks and you have to traverse and all that fun stuff. So anyway, Loon will probably only be a weekday thing for me, but Hancock Campground, which we're going to be passing here in a second, that says White Mountain National Forest right there, but we're going to be passing Hancock Campground, which was really great. Beautiful site right on the water. We had a good time, and you know, we had a couple beers. We called it an early night. We cranked out the diesel heaters all night, and we were nice and toasty. Matt said it was only getting down to 9 degrees last night, but I pulled the weather from my oh, I wonder where I put that, from my Garmin, and it actually said that we were down to the 0 degrees. So 0 degrees last night, according to my Garmin weather pull, which is pretty dang accurate. It really it pinpoints the precise location you are. So 0 degrees last night, and the diesel heater ran great. I used about the full tank of fuel, of diesel, but yeah, there's Hancock right here, and we're heading into the white. Currently going over the pass here in the Cank. I think we're getting close to the highest elevation that we'll get to on this road.
We're at 2,400 feet right now.
All right, so we're at 2,400 feet according to Matt, and current conditions are pretty awesome. I think we do get up a little bit more, but you know, for a mountain pass in New England, we're pretty high. Doesn't look like the road's been plowed. Maybe earlier this morning, but it's the good stuff, right? All right, so according to Gaia, 25.37. Looks like we're still climbing a bit here. Depending on where we are on these turns and stuff, the conditions, like I couldn't see his truck a little bit ago, and I'm only about 100 yards behind him. But there we go. We are still climbing. I think maybe we do get to 3,000 feet on this pass, which again, guys, for New England, you know, we're coming from basically sea level, so this is a decent pass for us. So CAMPGROUND Pass, elevation 2855. Not bad. I'm gonna let you go, because I so regret not putting mine on. Oh, come on, come on. Ugh.
There's a bridge that goes over it up there.
Oh, it's so sick. this looks awesome, man. This is epic. Back in Maine. Alright, after a long day of driving and really bad road conditions, I've arrived here at Sunday River. This lot, you're allowed to camp if you're a self-contained camper. So I'm going to go ahead and set up camp here and stay the night here and ride tomorrow. Should be some good snow. It's still snowing now, so everyone cleared out of the lot. Should be a nice night. Good morning. Let's see. Try to find my phone. It is 6:33 a.m. and it's Saturday the 26th. It's currently 0 degrees and hold on. Oh, it's currently 2 degrees. Oh, 5 degrees. But the low last night was -1. I slept really great minus the plows. The plows were running all night scraping, but I was able to tune them out for a little bit. I ran the heater through the night on a low setting, so when I run it on a low setting it's 0 degrees or -1 or whatever it was. It's still pretty cold out, so I'm here at Sunday River. Even running my battery all night in the cold weather and running it high when I was hanging out last night, I still am at 46%, so I'm super happy about that. That makes me really excited. because I'm able to charge it off solar during the day, or start up my car and charge it too, so that's pretty good. I never camp out here, but Sunday River allows you to camp in lot 5 if you have a self-contained camper with your own heat. They're a little bit more strict than Sugarloaf, so you want to make sure you follow all the rules. But I had no issues last night, which is always exciting. Inside it's currently 50 degrees, so even on a low setting the heater kept me nice and toasty up here, so that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna get up and go find a bathroom here, but it looks pretty outside. Just cleared the snow off my solar panel. It is a beautiful day, and my camper's getting topped off. On my way to find some coffee, support the local mountain, especially when you're camping if you can. So the cool thing about Sunday River is it's actually 7 peaks. So it goes way, way off that way. And there's 7 peaks total. That's pretty unique here in New England. So far, it's better than Loon. But I don't think it will catch Sugarloaf's vibe. Definitive Brewing. So yeah, this mountain's pretty cool. It's going to be really confusing learning how to navigate it, because with the 7 peaks it's very long. I think it's like 7 miles from end to end, maybe longer. So lots of traversing if you are trying to get from mountain to mountain, and if you don't know how the lifts work. So I think I'm going to head up this mountain. I think that's where Whiteface is, the legendary longest, steepest ski run in the east. So I think I'll start there and then work my way back in. Man, it is just a gorgeous morning though, walking back to my truck here. But yeah, I'm excited to be out here. I've been wanting to visit this mountain for a long time, and it's part of my ski pass, so I'm sure I'll be out here more, maybe during the week too, because I know this mountain gets a little bit more busy on the weekends, like everywhere. But there we are. I'm gonna grab my ski boots and put them inside so they start to warm up. I'm off the Be interested to see how many watts I'm getting on the solar. So one of my favorite things about the GFC is the translucent roof. It allows all the natural light to get in, so you don't have to run lights during the day. My old rooftop tent, when I had the insulation liner on it specifically, it was so dark inside, so I couldn't see anything. And a lot of people complain about that, but gosh, if you're sleeping in your tent while you're out using your co-pass camper during the day, you're doing it completely wrong. You got to get outside, wake up with the sun. It's a nice soft diffused light. This is all it is, with the sun hitting me direct. So far the Water Hog LL Bean mat has been working amazing. You can see how it just grabs the snow when I get in and it puts it in all those grooves, and then the diesel heater actually will dry it out in probably about 20-30 minutes. There won't be any snow left on it. Making a little coffee, Cafe Bustelo, the best instant coffee you can buy, better than regular coffee. I'd say the biggest game changer that I've had with this diesel heater is the fact I get no condensation in the morning. Everything is dry, super dry. When I used to run this before bed, I'd wake up and everything would have a nice coat of ice on it. So it's so nice, especially when you're warming up your gear in the morning. I don't normally eat breakfast, but when I'm on the go, it's always nice to have a little something. Shout out to Mackenzie for making me this. Baked goods, super healthy too. Some oats in there. Got a little coffee. And I recorded a podcast with Aaron Mantis and Seth Macy from the Photographer's Mindset. And they dropped it, I think, last night. So I am gonna give it a listen.
Back in business. I actually made a mistake last episode.
Sticking to your values with Man by the Sea.
I made a huge blunder.
Give it a listen.
So many damn episodes that I said episode 96.
All right, so far loving this mountain. Just did white heat, got up to almost 50 miles an hour. Longest, steepest, widest trail in New England, and it was incredible. The views up top here are amazing. Should've gone this way. All right, we just got back from morning. Let's check the stats. So we had, how do I go to the day? So 13 runs. And it was a good day. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to see how many. Okay, so let's go. Sunday there were 13 runs, 3 hours and oh nice, so 13,940 feet vertical, 12 miles, 3 hours and 15 minutes, 48 miles an hour. Just a good day. I'm gonna make some lunch and decide what my next move is. All right, so Sunday River was pretty cool. Definitely a different type of mountain than Sugarloaf, but as far as size and actual, like, makes you feel like you're in like a mountain out west, it has the same effect. There's a ton of terrain, and I think I said 7 peaks. There's actually 8 peaks total. That's pretty wild. So I started all the way at the left end and finished all the way at the right, and I had some great runs. They're known for their snowmaking and grooming, and they had the mountain after 8 inches of snow about as good as you could get it. Got some really killer runs on Whiteface, which I have those. I showed those clips first. Or not Whiteface, White Heat. If I said Whiteface earlier, I apologize. White Heat, the fastest, longest, steepest run in New England. Although I think Gandhi Line in Sugarloaf actually is steeper, maybe not as long or wide. Maybe it is longer, I don't know. But anyway, had a great time, but I just like the vibe of Sugarloaf more. More Mainers there, that's kind of my people. That's why I moved to Maine, because I love the people. So yeah, it was great, but I just want to show you guys where I am right now. This is Grafton Notch in Maine, and I got the wide angle going, so let me see if I can zoom in. All right, let me cut. So yeah, Grafton Notch in Maine. I believe that's Old Spec Mountain right there, which is a Maine 4K. Big elevation gain on that one. Kind of a brutal hike. I did it 2 years ago, right when I moved up to Maine. So not quite 2 years ago, but it was a brutal mountain. I did it in March, so actually still a lot of snow on the ground, kind of like now. But yeah, Maine has some just incredible mountains. Off to here, another mountain. I don't know the name of that one. I'll probably look it up and maybe do a voiceover, so cue my voice talking now. All right, right back in it. But yeah, this is just a beautiful area. So I'm on my way to, I'm gonna go to Sugarloaf now. So yeah, I'll probably throw some footage up on my drive over to Sugarloaf. This is gonna be a long video. You know what, I stand corrected. I believe the mountain directly in front of me is actually Old Spec. I thought I had all these maps downloaded. I don't have cell service here. I typically have every map of Maine downloaded so I can access it when I don't have service, because I don't know if you know this, but your phone's GPS always works no matter what. So if you have maps downloaded, you can see where you are relative to the map, but you just have to make sure you have them downloaded. You can also use that feature in Google Maps. I use both, it's great. Google Maps for directions, and then I download them on Gaia. Oh, you know what? I probably have this in my Garmin. Give me 1 second. Oh, not that Garmin. So I have a satellite communicator, which also has a great map feature. And let's see if I go, where am I? Tracking, I don't want to track myself. I just want to see where I am. Okay, here we go. So let's zoom out just a bit. I'm gonna slow down here. Yeah, okay, so that is Old Spec, and then off to the right, that big mountain is Bald Plate or Mount. Oh, there's a car behind me. So yeah, Old Spec Mountain, beast of a mountain. Again, I did that hike about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, right when I moved up to Maine. There's still snow on the ground. So I'm actually driving out here. I don't have the proper gear right now to summit a mountain. It's hard to bring everything, but I was gonna check if I could get out and check out Auger Falls, but it looks like there's not gonna be enough room for me to park on the side of the road right here. That's a bummer. So right now I'm driving on 17, heading up into Height of Land in Rangeley. This is a beautiful winter drive. The road looks pretty good right now, but the frost heaves are insane. I've literally just, it's taken me so long because the road conditions are so bad right now. But this is one of the most beautiful drives you can do in Maine, and I'm really happy. I switched up my route to do this on purpose. It's gonna take me a little bit longer, but you really cannot beat this view. So I'm about to drive up right now to this viewpoint, and I'm gonna have to switch out a battery real quick. I got my camera ready. Hopefully this light does something. It's pretty harsh bluebird day, but maybe when I get to the backside of the mountain, I'll get some shadows so I can do some landscape photography. Anyway, here we are. One of the most beautiful views in all of Maine that you can access in your car. Yikes. There it is. Height of Land. Beautiful day, bluebird day. Right now I am on 17, just crossing over Height of Land, and it is just gorgeous up here, but the road conditions are brutal. I don't think this is gonna focus, but there's Sugarloaf rising 4,000 and something feet. Good morning from Sugarloaf. It is a cold morning. Making some coffee, and I'm not gonna bring the camera up on the mountain today because the winds are about 50 miles an hour. It's gonna be extremely cold up there. One of those classic Sugarloaf days. But the good news is it looks like there's not too many people out here for a Sunday. I just got all my gear, threw it up top, warming it up. I'm gonna boot up here in a second and get out on it. It should be a good day minus the winds, but this is it from me. When I check back in, we'll be on our way back home. 3-day trip, 3 different mountains. Pretty great. So, good morning, and I'll see you later.